Does this one universe have space cops and the equivalent of jails? Is there a galactic court and the concept of crime amongst members of the Interstellar Alliance?
Not amongst members of the Interstellar Alliance, no.
There
are other civilizations that have some similar patterns that you experience on Earth, that may experience such things in their own way, but it doesn't usually stretch out among the stars because it takes a certain state of being to become intergalactically mature enough to actually join an alliance like ours. So it becomes senseless at a certain point when you realize the magnitude of even your own single universe and the plenty that exists within it that you can access for all. So remember that the idea of those struggles and battles and wars and crimes usually stem from a sense of lack. But when you come out into the universe, the abundance that's available to you is clear. And therefore you never receive, once you're out here, any kind of a sense of lack. Only a sense of connection. Only a sense of abundance.
It's so interesting. So many of our movies, are focused on this idea of conflict in space.
Yes.
And that's just because we're still in that predatory stage.
Now, such things can exist within a solar system because that's still your backyard. That's still your territory. And there have, in the ancient Orion days of suppression and oppression among certain kinds of star systems, allowed it to stretch to a few different neighboring stars. But it doesn't really, again, go much further than that. That's actually relatively rare, and the Orion systems issue is relatively unique.
Well, that's a relief,
Yes, most of those things remain, relatively speaking, in their own backyard, whether it's in a single solar system or two or three. But it doesn't really stretch that far because it can't. Because the vibration required to hold things together is positive, not negative. Negative energy breaks things apart. So even though a few civilizations we're aware of throughout the idea of history have perhaps expanded negatively, so to speak, oxymoron, I know, to other neighboring systems and attempted to hold on to what they would consider to be a star empire, it breaks apart relatively quickly. There's no cohesion to it. There's always something that will tip the scales.
Well, that's one less thing to worry about.
Yes.